girl, like, who are you? You blowing up at work? You having attitudes because you got a ticket? Like, what's up? Hello. I have said before that I will do some driving videos. That started off with me just complaining about driving, which I still can do. I don't plan on not complaining about the things that I encounter while driving, but I have not been showing up for myself the way that I really want to, meaning doing the things that I actually want to do, which is my podcast or traveling, endlessly, like being able to enjoy myself the way I want to. So I started looking for different outlets or ways to like bring myself happiness, and that showed up in doing overtime because, come on sis, and this is what I be talking about. These are the things that drive me crazy when I'm driving, because you are in such a rush, ma'am. You are in such a rush that you are driving 35 miles per hour and the speed limit is 25. Driving is a privilege. It's a privilege. You got your license because you had to take a test and you have a record to prove that you can maintain that license. And you see how this started with driving, and it wasn't supposed to be about that, but here we are. Okay, anyway, full on transparency. We are being open and honest about everything. Like, if that's the topic, that's what we're talking about. I'm tired of like putting my productivity on hold, or like feeling like I'm putting it on hold, and I'm not understanding why. Like, why is it so difficult for me to do the things that I want to do, but it's easy for me to do the things that I have to do? Like, why am I not putting myself first? And listen, nobody want to freaking work every day. Like, trust me, I don't. I don't know where this guy's going. The New York and New Jersey Port Authority big ass truck 12055. You are making an illegal whatever you're doing in the middle of the freaking West Side Highway. You know what I realized while I was driving though? While I was driving before I started this video, I realized that I take a lot of things to the heart, like, and it drives me insane. Because no, I don't want to take things personally just because I am. Like, no, you think I want to care about other people's shit? And I really want to care about myself. Yeah, I want to be selfish. At the end of the day, we need to be more selfish. But because I'm not selfish, I like cannot stop putting myself in positions to help other people, or like always trying to like find out if somebody needs something. Like, oh, is everything okay? Like, you sure? What happened with this? Like, girl, why are you like this? Like, I can't. No, it's not healthy for me. It's not healthy for me. And this is what I'm realizing. Like, I think I am pulling in other people's energies, and I don't think I could do it anymore. Like, I really think it's putting a toll on me, because when I give advice and they don't take it, and then they come back and tell me something else that they did that is completely off from what I suggested. Like, of course, I am not always right. I do not think that I'm always right. I don't think that I know it all. But if you come to me for advice and you know I cannot help you, or you know that you're not gonna take my advice, like, don't ask me for advice, please, because it's getting to the point where it's not even helping you, it's not helping me by having anxiety about, oh, did they do it, I hope it worked out, oh, this, like, I really worry, and I get concerned, and I'm like, should I call them, like, why am I like this? Like, oh, you're just a great person, you think of others, and you put others before yourself, you're so strong, and you can, yeah, all of that is what got me, a select few friends, or, someone, an ex-boyfriend that took advantage of everything that I, offered, just because I offered it. I love myself, and I love that I love people, but I don't love that they don't love me. Like, y'all don't see what y'all doing to me, so now I see what I'm doing to myself, and I may have to, like, really detach myself from trying to reach out to people, and I want people to be able to come to me and say, like, Laniqua, I came to you because I know you can help me in this. I hope that you can give me some good advice, and that you may have your own experiences on this that can give you some more solid advice for me, like something along those lines. Like, it's not good. I'm putting a lot of thoughts and personal feelings into the things that I say, things that I do, how I carry myself, like the friends I keep, the company period that I keep. Like, I'm holding myself to a certain standard, and the way that I am right now, I'm 27, I just got my own place at 27. I already have my own car, like, all that. I don't care about the car, like, I'm talking about, like, life stuff, like, the placement of my life, I want it to be a certain way, my lifestyle a certain way, the things I do, I want it to be what my friends do, like, the things that they are interested in. I'm not making friends with people that have no value for me, because I have all the value, like, I have all the value in me. So anytime I make connections or relationships, like, I need value. Like, I don't need someone that's always gonna have problems and always needs a fixer and someone to help them. Like, I've been through that where I felt like, oh my God, this is so perfect. Like, I met someone that can really help, and this will work for me. But it stressed me out. Like, to constantly be around someone that has turmoil and chaos going on in their life on a daily basis, and they refuse to even listen to good advice. Not saying, like, my advice was good or great advice or great advice at all. Like, need the advice, don't even ask for advice, but is getting it, is receiving it, can't even receive it. Me being me, pushy, no, you need to do this, you're better than that, there's so much more you have to give. Think of yourself as being more than whatever you're thinking right now. Every time you do something for the first time, you always think that you're never gonna be good at it, but of course the more you do it, and you're like, oh wow, I actually did this really good today, oh, actually, let me try that again. Nothing. So what is the point of always giving value in others, giving my value, right? Pieces of me, experiences. That's really what my advice is. I feel like it's advice, it's knowledge, it's experience, it's life, it's all that good stuff. And I don't want to be drowning in anxiety or emotions and feelings and confusion just because I don't know where a certain situation went with someone else. Or I gave advice to someone and they told me, like, oh, tomorrow's the day I'm going to do this, and the day I'm going to do that. And now I'm anticipating beforehand. I'm anticipating what they're going to do. Are they going to say it this way? I probably told them how to say it. Like, there's certain things like that I'm just like, oh, why do you care so much? Why do you care so much? And it's because I do. I'm a caring individual. I try to think deeper though. Like, no, seriously, Laniqua, why do you care so much? And I'm trying to think of like my inner child, the little girl that wanted to go outside and play and go out with her friends, but mom was like, no, the world is dangerous. You're gonna go back in that room and you're gonna read a book or watch some TV and you'll be fine. And you know what? That was okay to me. It was okay to me in the beginning. Of course, until I got like high school, maybe a little bit of middle school, like the end of middle school, 8th grade, 9th grade. But high school, it was over. Like, I resented her. I 100% was upset every 2 seconds. Like, can't go outside. I'm the sheltered girl. Like, I don't even. In middle school, people would tease me because I didn't know songs, like certain music that was out during that time, or like things their parents would tell them, or like whatever, like anything that was going on in that era, the 2000s, the early 2000s, going into 2010s, whatever. Like my whole entire school years, I was sheltered. I was inside the crib. I was playing the house, and I was reading. I love to read. I think I picked up crocheting from middle school, so that was like occupying my time. I was drawing because that's what I guess at that time I wanted to be an artist, and I liked drawing. It was like one of my favorite things to do. So in high school, I made sure like that was what I did. Like I did art. And something shifted in high school though. Like I feel now that I look back, there was no confidence in myself. Like I can honestly say, excuse me, I didn't have any confidence whatsoever. Like I couldn't have the right hairstyle that I wanted. My mom constantly put my hair in braids all the time. Jesus. All the time I had braids, or my natural hair was in a ugly ass puff. Yep. So I ultimately would go to school. Yep, I got 8th grade prom pictures of me in a horrible natural afro. And I didn't leave the house looking like that, but my mother knew what was gonna happen when I left. Like, come on, sis. You know what happened to this hair when we go outside out there. And my shit was not properly equipped to be outside in no heat. Okay, like that. So yeah, I got some 8th grade prom pictures. Looking a little crazy. But guess what, baby? We got to high school and something changed. Okay? We were still rocking braids 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade. However, which is so funny, prom night, 12th grade, y'all. Prom night, 12th grade. Susan McKinney, SSA, School of the Arts, Brooklyn, New York, baby. They call it Sands, if you know what I mean. If you're from Brooklyn, maybe you know, maybe you don't. Anyway, y'all, I got a weave for the first time. A weave. I got my first sew-in on for prom 12th grade, and you could not tell me nothing after that, because I had never had anything else. I had never had anything else. I had never got my nails done. I don't think so. From what I could really remember, I didn't do much. driving too slow. Like, literally, legally driving too slow. Alright. Literally. Yeah, transparency, the phone gonna fall, too. So, that's how I know I need to just calm down. Because I don't get angry like that. But when I do, of course, things happen. I trip, I fall, I fucking... Something always happens. It's God telling me, do not let others affect you and change you. Right, Jesus? Yes, I hear you. But yes, here we go back to what I was talking about, and also still fixing the camera. I don't crash. Yeah, I'm gonna need some other proper tools to do this properly, because clearly what I got ain't working. Listen, I made this video because I needed to make something. Like, I plan on getting off, right? This video, I'm gonna be home in the next 10 minutes. Just got to Jersey. Just got off of work because I do overnights. For anyone that does not follow me regularly, I do overnight shifts, and I have been doing it for the past 6 months, which is very new, for the first time in the 27 years of my life, for the full-time job, and I hate it. I told people at my job that I'm going to start a petition, which was a joke, but I want to start a petition. Like, why do we have to work overnight? I mean, me specifically, I don't want to have to do it, but anyway, long story short, it's not a long story short. This is actually a long story long. Because I'm going to post this anyway. I don't care how it look. Because it's how I look. Like, I walk outside every day. So why am I afraid of showing how I look every day? It doesn't make any sense to me. I get so upset with myself. Like, and then I get upset that I'm upset with myself. And I'm like, why are you beating yourself up, girl? You got everything you need. Which I do. Got everything you need, everything you wanted. Not everything, most of the things that I wanted, you know what I mean? Like, life is good, but life be lifing, you feel me? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Life be lifing, and that's what I normally do. I say, come on, go, go, go. I'm the nice person. I'll let them go, like. But this, like, I like this because I get to go back and forth with reality and also reality, but like, yeah, life be lifing. And it's crazy because as soon as I started saying it, like, I've been hearing it way more with podcasts that I listen to, videos that I watch on YouTube, Instagram, everything. Like, people are saying it, so I'm here for it. I'm here for it, right? So anyway, yeah, so high school, the braids, prom, yeah, like, sheltered, prom night, guys. Even though I didn't have the confidence, like, oh, another thing, y'all, jeez, I had braces, I had glasses, my hair was bad, like, oh, if you want to talk about, like, crazy teenage, high school days, like, yeah, I didn't get a good experience, that much, but it could have been worse, like, really. I'm saying all this, but, like, to be honest, I had a clique of friends in high school. It was like 4 of us. That was it. I was good with that. Oh my God, it's a cat in the street. R.I.P. No, they gotta clean the baby up. Oh no, I love cats. I had 2 cats a few years ago, and I know I keep switching back and forth, but this is what I do. So I had 2 cats a few years ago. They came into my life at a very crazy time, and they left my life at a very crazy time, which I feel so emotional about every time I speak about it. I'm not sure I'm even ready to talk about that yet, so I'm not. I will try to reconvene that story at another time, but yeah, that's a rough one for me, guys. Yep. When I drive, I feel like I'm so at peace. Unless somebody else is with me. I mean, driving by myself. When I'm driving by myself, I feel like I'm at peace. I can say what I want, the way I want to, you know. Come on, let the lady walk. Doesn't she want to walk? Press the button. Okay, all right. She don't want to walk. What they doing? Bayonne police is, I don't know, doing something to somebody. First time I seen some activity in Bayonne. But of course it's a black man, that's all I gotta say. But whatever. Y'all, I don't know. Like, this is me. Like, I want you guys to see me for who I am, how I really am. Like, whatever social media shows you, like, that is the moment. That is at that very moment. Most of you guys, not even most of you, because I don't know where most of you are from. I don't know who's watching this. If you know who I am, even if you don't, if you have me on social media, you probably only seen that I was a police officer at some point in my life. You know, I party, I'm young, I don't really post pictures like that. I don't really post like that. I'm not a big like influencer. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not any of that stuff. Like, I do not party on a daily basis. I do not go out all the time. Like, I literally work a lot. And if you have me on social media, you definitely know that. You know that I am a workaholic. And that's probably all you know. Maybe little snippets here and there. Like, oh yeah, she goes out because, you know, she goes out with her friends a lot. Yeah, I always show up for my friends. That is one thing Laniqua does. I'm showing up for my friends, especially if they're showing up for me. Even if they're not able to, I'm showing up for them. And I showcase that on my social media all the time. But for me, it's not enough. I have everything I need right now in my life. I have a good apartment. I have a beautiful apartment, studio apartment in Jersey. It's been 6 months. Well, a little bit. I said 6 months. I'm so bad. It's almost a year that I've been living in Jersey. And I must say, it's a beautiful experience. And I may not ever leave unless I move out of state again. Like, I would leave out of state. If I leave Jersey, I'm going to a different state. And it's not going to be New York again. I'm not going back to New York. So, the time is, I can't even talk right now because I know that I'm home and I'm probably going to stop the video, but you know what? Fuck it. We ain't stopping it. We gonna go in the house with this and try to continue. Because this really needs to be an actual video for the YouTube. But yes, I don't wear makeup like that. I do not. I probably do my eyebrows. I do my eyelashes. Y'all, I barely put shit on my lips. Like, I'm a person that I lick away. Like, I'm just, and it's probably or 100% because of the way I grew up. My mom sheltered me. I didn't need to feel like I wanted to have a weave or like my nails done or anything like that, which is why I think I don't care about social media. Like, I could care less about it. And it's crazy because since I was in high school and sheltered, and obviously when social media came out, you know who was on it first? Laniqua was. I was on it. I was excited. Y'all, my mom had the computer in the living room. She told us we could only use it certain amount of time, but you know, she let me use it because I was always in the house. You know what I mean? Like, and she trusted me because I always listened. So, yeah. I got on that social media and I was a little crazy in the beginning. I ain't gonna lie. The way people are now with social media, I was like that on Facebook when it first came out. Like, I'd even get crazy into MySpace. But forget about it. When Twitter came out, it was a wrap, you know? Where's my keys? So this is what I do. I just come home, park the car. Oh, you're welcome. Be vibing. My baby. Okay. I don't do any of that stuff on a regular basis because I don't care. But then I care when I need to make a video. Like, bitch, what's wrong with you? Like, you don't look like that on a daily basis, so why does it matter? Hi, good morning. So why does it matter if you not going nowhere? Like, what's wrong with me? Life be life. You good? Have a good one. Thank you. And I'm going home. It's probably a really long vlog. But it's okay. We transparent and yep. We just gonna do this because if you got such an issue with making a video while you're at home in your comfort zone, you can make yourself, you know, look the way you want to look, even with all the makeup in the fucking world that I have here. I still choose not to do it. Not to do it. Not to make a video, not to make another podcast episode. Why? What's stopping me? And then here I am. I'm always listening to other people's podcasts. I'm always promoting Alicia Gogan, the Glow Up Secrets podcast on Instagram. Always tagging her, always showing her that I'm watching and I'm listening. I want somebody to do that for me. But I can't post my own videos. I can't make my own content, even though I know how and I've done it once or twice. Like, I'm a fraud? No. Okay, I'm not a fraud, but yeah, I'm just saying, like, what's wrong with me? All of this really started, I don't know when it started, but it's been going on for a while. Guys. And, I guess I could reconvene this in my chair, where I'm supposed to be. Transparency, like, everything's laid out. Everything's here. Everything is here. Camera's here, right? Table's here. I'm always here. Like, it's not even funny. Like, my notebook with everything, like actual words are in here. There's actual notes of episodes, like actual words with a pen. I didn't voice note it, like, and I can't show up for myself. It got so frustrating to me that I got a therapist because I couldn't focus. Like, I could get up out of my bed to go to work, but I can't get up to go use the bathroom. Like, this was during this time where I was just feeling so down, and I'm like asking myself, like, why do I feel so down? And it's because I'm not being productive. Okay, so now I'm thinking deeper, like, okay, what about, I am being productive though, because I'm working, like, but no, it wasn't the work productivity that I want. Like, it was for me. Like, I felt like I was useless. I do a job that's it's easy for me. It's not so easy, but it's easy for me. I don't feel stimulated in the job that I'm doing, and I thought I would be. I feel like the things going on in my life right now is what's making me feel like I'm being unfulfilled. I'm in a relationship and not okay with being by myself. But before him, I was okay with being by myself. So I knew it wasn't necessarily me like trying to attach onto him, but definitely used him sometimes to like escape the feelings that I had when he wasn't around. And I would like ask him to come over and like fill that void that I was feeling of like loneliness, even though it wasn't loneliness. It was unproductiveness. It was me not showing up for myself. Like, if he called me, and I thought about it, I laid it out. I'm like, if he called me while I was in my depressive state and he was like, hey babe, do you think you could come and pick me up from work? Like, I really gotta go somewhere, like anywhere he would have said. I would have probably gotten out my bed because he needed me, or he asked, or if I was able to. Yeah, I was gonna be able to, because I'm sitting laying in the bed, right? But that just goes to show like how my thought process was going. Like, you can't even get up to wash your face and brush your teeth because you feel like you're satisfied with everything. Like, you're good. I'm like, I feel like I'm good. Like, I love my apartment. I make money, a decent amount. Like, I don't have to ask for help unless I, make some poor decisions during that week. And we all do that sometimes. I'm still a learning adult, okay? 27. Anyway, I paid him back all the time. I don't know, y'all. I got a therapist, ghosted my therapist after I started feeling better. As soon as I started feeling better or not feeling better, I would hit him up again. It was like it's a toxic thing. Like, I became the toxic one. I became the one that was like up and down with their emotions and don't know how to react to certain things and can't be around certain people when I'm like this. Like, I'm like, girl, like, who are you? You blowing up at work? You having attitudes because you got a ticket? Like, what's up? But yeah, I did. Like, I don't know, and I don't do things like that. Like, I don't react like that. I'm not impulsive. I'm not, like, I make intentional decisions with purpose, and I'm following that. Like, I'm trying to consistently follow that, because this is what I promote. When I give advice, I tell people, you need to make intentional, purposeful decisions, because every decision is supposed to be for you. But where did that come from? Why can't I take my own advice? You know where that came from? That came from my last relationship. Boy, I did not show up for myself in that relationship. I never showed up for myself in that relationship. And I allowed myself to lose value, to lose my own value, right? I lost it at that moment. Or I erased it and just let this person be my life and be everything to me. And they weren't at all. So, judgment of character. I am such a judgment of character now. Like, before, I couldn't tell who you were. Like, if you came to me and say, hey, Laniqua, I'm like the greatest person in the world. I'm so genuine. I'm loyal. I'm a great friend. I would have believed you. Swear to you. I swear, I would have believed you. But now, 2023 Laniqua, because that's like 2020, 2019, 2023 Laniqua, I'm judging your character. I'm sorry. The way you look at me, the way you talk to me, the way you talk, the tone of your voice, everything. I'm probably not going to tell you, but for me to feel safe, I need to be self-aware. I have to be self-aware. I have to protect my feelings. If I feel like somebody is going to take advantage of me, they may take advantage of me because it's happened to me. If something seems too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true, right? And these are like things that people hear like early on in their lives, like kids, but not me. I didn't have those. I didn't get that advice from my cousins or sisters and brothers or cousins, whatever, like family, parents. I didn't get that. I wasn't able to hang out with my friends. I didn't know any music in the 2000s, in the middle school, high school. Even now, guys, there is songs from the 2000s, the 1990s that I should know because it's my era, right? I'm a Gen Z baby. Is it Gen Z? I'm a millennial, I think. I'm gonna look it up. We're gonna figure it out. But I think I'm a millennial. If I was born in 95. I feel like Gen Z is a little younger than me. So, well, I'm gonna say I'm a millennial, right? And just because I don't know the damn song don't mean I'm not like in tune. You know what I mean? Like, I was not in tune though. I wasn't in tune, and I was okay because I was a child. Children do not get to choose their parents. And thankfully I didn't, because my life turned out great. My life is great. It is awesome. My childhood was not that bad. Could have been better. All of our childhoods could have been better if we had control over them, right? If we knew we had control over our childhoods and we were able to change them, or tell our child ourselves, or our child, maybe you have children, or tell them like the dangers that life be life in. Yeah, I probably would. But we didn't get so lucky, right? So here we are, 2023. Once again, studio apartment for the first time. It doesn't even matter if it's a studio because the studio is huge and it's very expensive, but it's affordable for me. And I love it. I love my neighborhood. I love that I don't see my neighbors because I always used to see my neighbors in Brooklyn. I love the privacy. I love that. I love that I have a parking garage. I'm grateful for all of the things that I have. So I'm thankful that I have not felt depressed in over a month almost, a little bit before March 12th, which was the day I went to a mental health awareness event in Brooklyn. And I'll mention that too, because this is gonna be I told you, short story long. Long story long. Yeah. Okay, so I got invited to a mental health awareness event in Brooklyn. It was sponsored by an organization called the Safe House, or the location is called the Safe House, and the organization I believe is CSSBK that allows the venue the organization to hold the events there. Whatever, Jesus, why did I even say that? Okay. Long story long, they were so amazing. My experience was so amazing. I was so scared. I had very high anxiety going into that event, and I totally felt overdressed because I thought way too much about what to wear. And I was actually really exhausted because I had just got off of work, because once again I do the overnight, so I get off at 7:45 in the morning. That means I had to be at that event at 1 p.m. in Brooklyn, and I live in Jersey. So commute is like, And I was on a Sunday, so I mean, traffic wasn't that bad, but at the same time, the energy wasn't there. Like, but I got up. And up until that day, I was wondering if I was gonna write a speech or like, because I was asked to speak at this event, which came as a shock also, because once again, I was not being consistent. I was not like showing up for myself with this podcast, but I was posting about it on Instagram. I was talking about it. I just kept talking about it. I just kept saying, like, I got a podcast, this, that. Like, we can do this topic and that. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I've done this before too. Like, I'll tell you guys about that. But I like promote stuff sometimes, and it's like, I am saying that I'm gonna do it. This is what I'm gonna do, but really, this is what I want to do. It's really what I want to do. Like, is what I want to do. And I have to kind of like, I guess I don't have to stop, because if I want to put it out there, I'm going to put it out there, and it doesn't matter if I do it or not, as long as I am satisfied with my decision. But I don't necessarily want to put out information that's not true. Like, if I say I'm going to put something out, I need to put it out. If I say it, I need to do it, and I want to live by that. So I have stopped talking so much about the podcast, because I know I'm not showing up for myself in that way for the podcast. But it's okay, because I show up for myself in other ways. I make sure I do my skincare routine like literally every day. Like, and that's something I'm like pretty proud of, because I never established to myself like, I want to have a skincare routine, I want to make sure my skin is nice. Like, my skin isn't too bad. It was never really bad. Like, of course I had my acne phase, and I got pimples here and there. I got a pimple right now, you know, I got blackheads on my face, scarring, you know. It's not perfect at all, like not at all, but I'm satisfied and I am happy with how I look. But the point of saying that, right? I have a skincare routine, so I show up for myself with that. And that is a form of self-care. I take my showers, I take my time, I do not rush when I'm doing anything for my face, my body, and even clothes. Like, I show up for myself in my clothes, because my closet, crazy. It's the amount of clothes that I have not worn, that's in my closet, because of the weight loss that happened not too long ago. Yeah, like, I still have yet to like wear most of the clothes that I had to throw out my entire wardrobe before, because I no longer am almost 200 pounds. But yeah, I just think it's so important to like really dissect these things and reasons of why we do what we do, and why we may not show up for ourselves sometimes, because we're gonna blame ourselves and we're gonna be hard on ourselves. Nobody else is gonna be hard on us. And I feel it, like, nobody is hard on me. Nobody is telling me like, why didn't you post an episode in your podcast? Why didn't you post something on your YouTube? Nobody is saying that to me. Nobody is like, oh, I haven't seen you post anything. Nobody. As long as I post a story, or every few weeks I post a picture on Instagram, like, people think I'm okay. She's fine, they probably say. Like, she's good. But I probably had a breakdown, multiple in between. Hell, this morning on my way to work, well, last night on my way to work, I had an entire like weeping session in the car, like right before I got in. And it was crazy, because life be lifing, and I'm like 27 years old once again, and I'm like, I still have these crazy emotions as if I feel like I'm still a child. I got thoughts in my head or feelings that makes me feel like I'm still a child. It makes me feel like I'm not an adult, like I'm faking it, or like I'm faking it, but everything else around me is real. Like, what the hell is going on? And I don't know, like, Maybe I do need to reach out to my therapist again, but I don't like. So when I feel like I'm unfulfilled again, will I ghost him? Like, I don't. Like, how does this work? How does this thing work? If you have a therapist and you have ghosted your therapist before, and you kind of went back to him or her, and they kind of hopped right back out and they went back, like, let me know how that works. Like, how do you even call them, text them, like, say sorry? Like, he hasn't even tried to reach out to me, which is crazy. I feel like isn't he supposed to try to reach out? Like, make sure I'm not dead? I don't know. Guys, I'm gonna stop it at 50 minutes, but it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. I'm gonna show up for myself more, because I know this will help someone show up for themselves, because I'm finally doing it, because they need to do it. We should have been did it. Like, the podcast name is Let's Talk with Laniqua. We have no guests yet. We have 2 episodes, 2 or 3 on Apple and Spotify. So we do have some vlogs on YouTube. I'm saying we, but it's really just me. Check me out on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like, comment, give me some feedback, y'all. I feel like it's so worth it when I get my responses. When I get people that tell me, yo, I feel the same way. I love it. I love it. It gives me such fulfillment in my life, in my heart, everything, my soul, my body, my mind. I'm Laniqua. It's Let's Talk with Laniqua podcast, regular YouTube channel. This is just a vlog. This is me, authentic. Yeah, authentic. From the car all the way to the apartment. I'm sitting right in this chair, talking to you without an edit or filter or anything. Listen, we're gonna wing it. Thanks.